And Mrs. Samuel. Hi. How are you? How are you? Oh, I was like, where that came from? I be having too many devices in front of me. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976 allows you made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hey, Bushwatchers. Hello, Dana Bland. How you doing, sis? I know you came over here to give us some of that political knowledge you have. Thank you so much, Dana. Thank you, sister. Hello, Michelle P. Where you at, girl? I see, what did I see it? Michael speaking, but let me see, can I put my eyes on you? How you doing? How was work? When people ask me that question when I was in the workforce, they said, how was work? I was like, work, you know. So how do you respond when somebody say, how was work? I never say, oh, it was good, it was bad. I say work, you know, that's what it is. Work is work, right? I still don't see her, Michael. Where's my sister, Michelle? I don't see Michelle. Tracy speaking. There she is. I don't like the new format, guys. They got it so little between Michael's name and Tracy's name, and I can barely see Michelle. Hey, girl. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. Okay, got it. Oh, okay. Thank you, Tracy. That'll help me with my eyes to see that. So, guys, my day was a good day. I have no complaints. You know, it's just regular, you know, just living life, you know, come what may, you know. Try not to make a big deal over things. Because it's happy, you know, life is life for everybody. We all go through ups and downs and turnarounds, you know. Some are good, some are bad, some are just regular stuff that you deal with every day. Hello, beautiful Yolanda. How are you? Micah says she's a, okay, got it. So I didn't come to stay a long time, just come to stay a short time, guys. I just wanted to say, hey, see how y'all doing, and maybe we can touch down on a little political stuff, you know. I get more and more into it as we go on and as we grow. But it's just a couple of topics of conversation, stuff that we can talk about together as family, you know. I have an excellent poll question for us, guys. So I want to see what this looks like when I post it. This is our poll question. Hello, my beautiful sister, Lawanda. Girl, it went away before I laid my eyes on it. Thank you for the Sunday, Lawanda. I love you, girl. Thank you so much. You are so beautiful. I love your spirit. I just wish I could just meet some of you guys. I pray about that all the time. Like, God, can I just meet some of these good people, you know? Because I move around a lot. I'm always doing something as far as traveling to different states. I would love to meet some of you guys, you know. I would love to meet some of you guys. Okay, now here's our poll question. LaWanda, Dana, and Yolanda is speaking. LaWanda said, I love you too, Granny. Thank you. I feel the love. I feel the love. Okay, so here's the poll question. Then this is our opinion, so we're allowed to have our own opinion. This is our opinion. This is not stating any facts. This is just an opinionated question. I was going to ask Les Rock because this is her field of work. So what do you guys say for this? I hope I spelled it right because I know a lot of people see it. And I want to make sure, well, even if it's not spelled right, everybody knows exactly what it is. I tried to break it up into syllables, but I think I spelled it right. Hey, Laverne. Hey, ADHD brother, how you doing? That's good. He said, I'm doing okay. I was supposed to be getting me a new tablet. Y'all know I've been talking about it. iPad. And I just haven't made it. But on this morning, on our inspirational morning, my iPad, it froze on me, guys. Guess what, Tracy? It's still frozen. I don't know how to bring it up out of that. It won't let me go to settings. It won't let me do anything. But it'll light up. It responds to on and off. Let me see. It just won't let me remove the message. I have a message and it won't let me remove it. But it responds to everything that it won't let me turn it off. It won't let me turn it off. Like how you reset it, it won't let me reset it. But it will let me like turn it on, turn it off. But that's for it to let me go. It'll do that, but it won't let me reset it. I'll be like, oh my God, it won't let me reset it. So everybody's speaking. Everybody's speaking to everybody. Come on in, fam. Come on in, guys. Let's have a little conversation. Michael said yes to the poll question. Okay, I have to take the L off. Okay. Wow, that's strange, says Tracy. Hey, Gloria. Hey, sister. Gloria Wiley. Hey. Let me see what else we got. Thank you all for joining. Good evening, Gloria. So listen. Y'all know it's a lot always going on in Washington, D.C. I just wish we had more people taking the citizen of this country well-being more seriously. I don't feel as though they take us serious because they be passing bills and laws and voting on stuff that has absolutely nothing to do with people. I know they said on today, which is Thursday, that they was going to vote on the ACA bill, whether they was going to give it an extension. And so they said what I heard. Hello, Pierre, how you doing, brother? What I heard was that they could not reach an agreement, so it would go on to the first of the year when the premium, they've been telling us that the premium is going to go sky high. So I know the Democrats was asking to have an extension for at least 3 years, but I felt as though the Republicans, guys, they could have met that halfway. You know what I'm saying? They could have said, well, maybe not 3 years, but we'll do another year till we see if we come up on something that everybody can agree on. But just to shoot it down like that, I just think that is so ridiculous. So in my eyesight, guys, I just really feel as though the Republican is just so much for the people, guys. And if you guys don't agree with me, then it's okay to say that. Because I know they make a lot of mistakes as well, the Democrats. They make a lot of mistakes as well. But I feel that the Democrats are more for the people. They be trying to pass bills and stuff that's more for humanity. Don't you guys agree with that? Oh, that is really pretty, Michael. Yeah, so I really feel that way. I just think that the Republicans, I don't know. I just don't know. A lot of them seem like they just there to fight and to block everything, you know? So what say you guys on this conversation? I try not to be part of any party because I know they both have their faults, but when I'm grading it and when I'm weighing it, I see more Democrats trying to pass laws and bills and stuff like that for everybody than just for a certain group of people. So y'all tell me how you guys feel about that. Oh, Michael. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, I'm sure she knows that, but it's good to hear it. Trust me. It's so good to hear it. So that's so sweet, Tracy. Dana says some of the Republicans are heartless. Did y'all see where they had Mitch McConnell trying to speak? And they had him in front of all the cameras and all the reporters. They had him at the podium. And he goes, well, we decided to pass the law, pass the bill to get this going, and then he freezes. He don't say anything else. And I'm looking at this dude. He looks like he's very frail. I believe he's got to be over 100, guys. He got to be knocking at the door over 100. And I'm like saying to myself, why are you still there? Where's your family? Why don't they just come get you, sir? You know, you ain't got no business still there. And that's my thing, guys. That's my whole disagreement with the way Washington is ran. When those people get up there and get in their 80s and their 90s and 70s, 80s and 90s and have that Alzheimer's and early dementia, guys, they should not still be up there passing no laws for us. It's ridiculous. It just doesn't make any sense. Why people don't stand up and be crying out to stuff? You know, why people don't take a stand? If Martin Luther King didn't teach us anything else, he taught us as a country how we could protest and march on different things, and we could fight it through our demonstrations and stuff. I just don't understand the foolishness. And these people, like Dana said, heartless. It ain't that they heartless thing. It's just they so old. And you know, a lot of people say, we have heard many people say, old and set in your ways. They be so old and they be stubborn and they just be like, nah, you know, it's hard to talk an old person into anything. Y'all know that, right? It's hard to talk an old person into anything because they so set in their ways. They don't even want to hear it. And Tracy said, "Oh, hubby, I love you too. Y'all love bird, cut it out. Come on now, get into the conversation." Gloria said, "Yep." It's just ridiculous that I just don't understand. Does we the people mean anything? Does it stand for anything? Because I'm not seeing it, guys. I'm just like a lot of you guys. I'm so turned off with politics. But it's work, you know, it's something to talk about to keep everybody in the loop, to know what's going on. But I'm just so turned off with it. I could understand why a lot of people don't want to vote. Because it'll take you there. It'll make you where you don't want to vote. But you got to vote. You got to vote. Because if you don't vote, then your vote don't count. And if you fight against something, you're so disgusted with something. If it's something that you're so disgusted with and you don't even vote at all, you kind of like allowed it to continue. But when you're so disgusted, you get out and vote and try to make a change at it. Whether it worked the first time or not. One thing we learned when we was children in that elementary school, if at first you don't succeed, try again. So you can't just vote, and if it don't go your way, then you never vote again. Because that is defeating the purpose of our vote. If you look at the state of this country, we're in a bad state. I mean, so many things that are wrong are being allowed because people refuse to get out and vote. You know, it just makes absolutely no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. You guys know that I told you guys about the guy that they had sent to Honduras, and they have slaves over there in Honduras. They sent all of those prisoners, over 280, 300 prisoners, that Trump called all the bad people. They're going to get all the bad people out of the United States. They sent them all to Honduras. Honduras is a country where they have no humanity laws. They torture the people and they make them work. They treat them as slaves like our ancestors were treated. They do awful things. They experiment on them. They do awful things with them. And so Trump took it upon himself to send this guy by the name of Garcia to Honduras. Even after the judge told him, don't send the guy there. But he did it anyway. So the judge said, you better get him back. You better get him back. And he's like, ain't nothing I can do. And then the Honduras president was saying, nope, he's ours now. So you know that other countries don't have to follow our rules and our laws. They got their own country. So once he sent that man over there, he had not been able to get that guy back. You know, first he was telling everybody he didn't know where he was at. But then he started admitting that he did know where he was at, but he couldn't get him back. And then that president was like, nope, I'm not sending him back. So I thought they had let him come back. But I think somebody said something, he came back to stand trial or something like that. But I'm just hearing today that he's been there for 4 months. He's been there for 4 months. And the judge ruled again today to Trump to get him back here immediately and release him, and because he was mistakenly deported to Honduras. Now, how would you feel if you was mistakenly sent somewhere and everybody knew it was a mistake, but nobody was trying anything to bring you back and to rectify the mistake? How would you feel? guy probably is no more good. 4 months in a country like that? I cannot even wrap my mind around that. I could not even imagine. He's not going to be any worldly good to anybody. I don't think he's going to be any good. From being in a hostile environment in Honduras where they have no humanity laws and they can treat people any way as they want to, and they treat them as slaves. They experiment. They torture them. They starve them. They do executions. They do everything in Honduras. And Trump gave this man free, over 300 people. Most of them was Latinos and Hispanic people, just people of different ethnicities. So he sent those people there. He said he was getting, when he first took office, he was getting rid of all the worst people in this country. They are considered the worst people. And he sent them all to Honduras. He put them on a plane and sent them to Honduras. And so the Honduras president accepted them. Say, okay, we'll take them, but you're never going to get them back. They're never coming back. They're ours forever. So that's what the Honduras president told him when he first sent those people over there. Said, they're ours now. You can't get them back. So when he realized he made a mistake, and that judge told him that he better get that guy back here to be with his family. The guy had family and everything, guys. Get him back here. And then Trump like, I don't know where he at. We can't find him. But all at the same time, the Honduras president was saying, he ain't coming back. Nope, you can't get him back. You gave him to us, he's ours. We ain't undoing nothing. We're not undoing nothing. So they had a couple of senators to go over to Honduras to check on the guy, to talk with the guy. So they do know that he is definitely there. I don't know whether they're treating him better than they treat those other guys, because they know later down the road they might could use him as a pawn for negotiation. So they might not be treating him as bad as they treat the other ones, but they don't care nothing about him. So today, after 4 months, the judge have said it again, told Trump, you better immediately release this dude. You better get him released and back here in this state. And I don't know what's going to take place at this point, but I thought he was, I think he came back, but I might be wrong a little bit, but I got the story. I heard some of the story. So he might not no longer be in Honduras, but he's still being wrongfully held. He's still being wrongfully held. Yes, so they have not released him and let him be free. He's still being wrongfully held. Wrongfully held. Tracy said, just so wrong. So we're getting ready to go into the second turn. The second year of this new president of the United States of America. And we do have voting that's taking place in November of next year. They call it midterm. So you can change out some of the Republicans. You can change out some of the Democrats. You can change out the liberals. You can change out, you can get a chance to vote. So I hope the people that are crying out now and in some way suffering, like they finna lose their SNAP, losing Social Security, losing their health care. I hope those people get out and vote. Even though 11 months it sounds like a long time, but we know time is really moving really, really fast. Thank you, beautiful twin. I love you, twin. Time is moving really fast, so we might be in November next year in no time. I think the slowest months be like January. It's just like going uphill. You start off slow, and then as you get to the top, then you go really, really fast. So I think January, February, and March be a little slow. It seems like time takes forever. But once the spring starts and new beginnings start, then the months start flying by. So we'll be in November before you know it. So I would like for you guys to consider voting. Please check on your voters registration, because we know Trump don't want you guys to be able to vote, and he has already put in motion that if you haven't voted in the last 2-3 elections, you won't get a chance to vote unless you go do everything over. Go fill out a brand new registration form, guys, so it will always be in place. So if your vote is ever needed, you won't get to the poll and find out you can't vote because your papers have been thrown away. So you guys might not be aware of that, but yeah, they did that last year when Trump was trying to run, and he was trying to make sure he win. And so he started talking about people that had not voted in 2-3 years, they can't vote. They got to do all their paperwork. He started taking the paperwork, having his people to tossing out registration forms, and they got to start over. And it's not that difficult. Y'all know you can go to the DMV and fill out a registration form. You might can go to any government facility and fill out a registration form, because they everywhere. You can fill it out at the post office. Really not that much of a hassle. I know we're all so busy in a hustle and bustle world, but sometimes you got to pause so you can make sure your life, your children's life, your grandchildren's life is going to be worthwhile living. You don't want to be the person that was here in this generation, and by the time your grandchildren get your age, they all the way back in slavery time, because you didn't get out and vote for something that a lot of people lost their life over. A lot of people lost their life over your vote, and now you don't even take advantage of it. Tracy said you can even register online, guys. So even though when somebody said, you're like, oh, I don't want to be bothered, but it's really not a bother. We come to social media every day and spend hours and hours and hours listening to people tear each other down. I know you can take 30 minutes. If that long, I don't even think it's that long. It might be a 15-minute process. Go ahead and go online and check on your voters registration and make sure it's up to par where you can vote in 2026 in November, because every vote is going to count. I told you guys, DJT is already working behind the scenes, guys. He got all his people working for him. They're pulling out all stops, because in his mind, he think he can serve more than 2 terms. In the history of the United States, since George Washington, the father, the first president of this country, nobody has ever been able to serve more than 2 terms. Now, George Washington was president from 1876, if I'm not mistaken, to like 19 something, but the system and the way things are set up was just started. This country was just being born. It was a new country. And so that's why he got to be in his position for as long as he did. But once they got the ball rolling, the system of president was only for 8 years, 2 terms. But he got it in his head, he's going to be the president forever. And I just think that is so ridiculous. I don't know why his people don't even talk to him and say, sir, that is ridiculous. They need to be getting him ready for 2028. Y'all, they need to get his mind right, because we all know how he acted in 2020. When he lost, he still today saying it was stolen from him. And I say to him, sir, why do you think the presidency was stolen from you in 2020? It was so many people not liking you and not standing for what you stood for. You lost. You really lost. So I don't know why you saying that every vote was for you and there's no way you could have lost. The only way you would be so sure about that is if you was doing some underhanded stuff. Why are you so sure you were supposed to win? Why are you so sure? Why you don't even realize that a lot of people did not vote for you in 2020? Now, why they gave you a second chance in 2024 was only because they didn't want to see you in jail. Those people know that you was a crook, but they liked you enough to not to see you behind bars. That is why they voted for you, because they knew if you didn't get the presidency, and even you knew that, you was going to jail. You have over 17, 18 impeachment, you was going to jail. You had 34 count felony on you, 34 counts. You was going to jail, so you had to win. If you had not won, you'd be in jail by now. You'd be in jail by now. Michael said he has been talking to the Russian president for too long, and everybody knows he think he can run again like him. Everybody know that. One thing, even as a child, I remember, Michael, the United States and Russia have never gotten along. Never gotten along. He was the first president to allow the Russia president to come and sit into the Oval Office with him and talk about what's going on in the US of A. And he was so close to him. He was the first president that wanted to do that Arsenal parade to show Putin and Kim, how you say that man's name? Yoon Kong-hoon Kim, whatever his name was, that Japanese president, the arsenal that the United States had. I've never seen it. I'm like, he is the only one that is dead set on showing off. Do you guys know on yesterday, they sieged an oil tanker in Venezuela. They sieged an oil tanker. So everybody, like, people was asking Trump during his first term, if you siege an oil tanker, what happens to the oil? Guess what he said, guys? Guess what he said? You get to keep it. See, this man right here, I don't know why nobody else don't see it. He's all about money. All about money. All about money. This man has millions and billions of dollars. And do you all see the obsession? Thank you, ADHD. Do you guys see the obsession of having so much money? When is too much money too much money? Why isn't these rich people satisfied? You can have so much money that you can save the world. We have 4 billionaires in this country. Do you guys know the 4 billionaires we have in this country? Let me rephrase that. Do you all know the 4 richest people in the world? Who knows the 4? Don't y'all go to y'all don't go Google it and all that. I'm just asking just to see, do anybody know who is the 4 richest people in the world? The 4 richest people in the world. Now, to be the richest person in the world, when you think to want to do something to just show God how much you appreciate him, yes, Tracy, that's one. ADHD, name 3 of them. Yeah, that's 3 of them. That's 3 of them, ADHD. Musk, Benzo, Zuckerberg. Did y'all know Zuckerberg, one of the richest people in the world? Facebook man, Mark. Yeah. Do anybody know the last one? I'm going to give y'all a hint. Okay, Tracy, you got it. The brothers, the Ellison brothers are the richest people in the world. That's why they made Warren brother, they offered them $108 billion to sell, let them buy Warren brother because they want CNN News, guys. They want the CNN network, I meant to say. If they get control of the CNN network, Trump will have control over the news that we get to see, what is being talked about. So they are very, very close and good friends of Donald Trump, the Ellison brothers. And he wants CNN network because he wants to get rid of anybody that is talking about him in a negative way. That's what Trump want to do. So he wants to also control what we see and watch on television. Yeah, that's going on, guys. ADHD say, love you, Michael, man. Love you, brother. Michael say, who is that, Tracy? The Ellison brothers is one of the richest people in the world. Just Google it. You can Google it now and see can you get more information about them. Because I heard of them for the first time since this Netflix Warren brother merger thing been going on. That's when I heard about it. And Trump was trying to get the Ellison brothers to get into it so he can, so they can block Netflix and he can get control over CNN network. So that's what Trump wants. Trump wants the CNN network. But let me tell you guys something that you guys might not be aware of. If they get it, they're going to also control social media. They said social media is no longer going to be the way that it is like now, like the content creators. They're going to stop a lot of that. So what have we been saying, guys, that's been out here on social media for the past 4-5 years with me? What are these people going to do if they take YouTube from them? If they take Facebook from them? If they take TikTok from them? If they take Instagram? What are they going to do? See, they didn't think that day would ever come. So they still being very foolish. They still doing the cutthroat, tearing each other's eyes out. They still doing all of that fighting while the government is talking about changing the whole face of social media. They're not going to get paid as much money. It's a whole mess. Okay, guys, so the poll is in. Do you think Trump is showing early signs of dementia? 81% says yes. 19% says no. And that will end our poll, guys. Yes, those are the 4 richest people in the world. Yep. So, you all know that one thing about our president is that he wants people to praise him. He wants people to tell him, good job, keep it up. He wants people to say those things to him, but he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing to get those accolades, guys. He wants the praise, but he's not doing anything to earn it. He's not doing anything to earn it. He just wants people to just praise him, and he sit back and say, I'm doing a great job. The economy never looked so good. Health care, I get people $2,000 and they can put it towards their health care. I'm great. I'm the best president they ever had. Things have never looked so good. You know, he want to say all those things that he want people to agree with him, knowing that it's not true. Can anybody make that make sense? Did you guys know that Trump has 500? This is going to blow y'all mind right here. 500 retribution. Anybody know what I mean by retribution? He has 500 of them. He has 500 retribution. Retribution is he wants to punish, inflict punishment on someone for a wrong or criminal act as vengeance. Isn't that crazy? He has 500 retribution. Stuff he got tied up in the courts. 500 cases of people he want to punish that he say did him wrong. The reason why Trump said that we're doing so good in the economy is because his family is making a killing with the Biocon and the, what's the name of the other con, guys? Biocon and, y'all put it in the chat while Granny look for it. Biocon, what are they doing? The Biocon and what else that I told y'all they have total control over? Biocon. They making a killing with it, guys. His family is making a killing with it. That's why even his family say the economy is doing good. The economy is doing well because they doing good. They're doing good. Crypto. Thank you, Tracy. They're doing good because they are making a killing. They are making a, maybe I need to change that word. They're making a, give me another word for, they're just doing so good with the Biocon and the cryptocurrency. They are doing so good with that. Now, if you ask them how the economy is doing for them, of course, they're going to say it's doing great. Everything is going according to plan. But if you ask a person like myself or you, we're going to say the economy is sucks right now. Everybody is struggling. Inflation is through the roof. People can't pay for health care. And you guys talking about raising their premiums on next year. So no, the economy is not doing great. Everything is high. Tariffs is tearing us apart. That's where we are. So we are approaching the deadline on when they have to release the Epstein file, guys. Trump already signed off on it. But since he signed off on it, guys, he's been doing everything in his power to redact it, to block it, to slow it down. And he have the number one person in place, his number one person, Cash Pasto, from the FBI director. He have the number one person in his corner that's putting all of these stumbling blocks, all of these distractions in the way so it don't come out. But it's coming out regardless. They already released the lady name is Ghislaine The Ghislaine Maxwell files has already come out. Ghislaine Maxwell, guys, was Epstein's #1 person. She was his right-hand woman. She groomed all those young girls for him. So she knew everything that was going on, and she know all there is to know about, you know who? DJT. She know all there is to know about all of that. Epstein was her best friend. He told her many, many, many things, and she was there for a lot of those things. And right now, Trump got her living like a queen in lockup. Ain't that something? So this lady get to eat whatever she want. She get to talk to her family every day on the phone. She just living in a luxury hotel, guys. Isn't that so crazy, y'all? That is so crazy. I'm talking about these people getting away with this kind of stuff. It is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, the stuff that they're getting away with. I mean, it don't even make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. Before I end this live, I want to say this to the Democrats. When Trump took office in 2016, the Democrat had the majority, had the House and the Senate. When Trump took control in 2016, in your 4 years in control over the House and Senate, Trump was able to get 2 Supreme Court judges appointed. He was able to deport many or put in concentration camps the Latinos that was coming over the border, that was crossing over. He was allowed to do those things, and you guys did absolutely nothing. You all had control for 4 years, and you did absolutely nothing. So what are you going to do if you get it again? You guys were so focused on DJT and everything he was doing, and so shook up with the things he was getting away with. Y'all forgot y'all had control and to pass all the laws and everything that you could, the bills that you could pass in that 4-year span, and we're still right here. We're right here. You guys, when Trump was talking about changing Obamacare to Trump care, y'all could have done something. Y'all had control over everything. Y'all could have put into law or passed a bill that the ACA could not be touched for the next 15, 20 years. Y'all could have did something instead of keep looking like fools, trusting the Republicans to step in and save you guys. It just ain't gonna happen. I'm just pissed off all the way around. You want to hear the truth about it. You guys have not did anything to impress me at all. And now y'all can hide behind the Republicans and say, well, no, they got the control. Y'all had it. It's in their hand. It was in your hand. Y'all was so busy trying to impeach this guy that y'all didn't get anything done. Y'all was just so fixated on everything he was saying and doing that y'all forgot to govern and rule and pass bills and stuff. Y'all got the little things in, but the big things that we're going through right now, that's why a lot of you guys got voted out. Because people didn't see you guys do anything when y'all had control. Y'all had control. Now the Republicans got control, and they not doing nothing. I think they should just throw it all away. Only thing they doing is just following behind Trump, and he leading all of them straight to hell. They know the stuff this man is doing is not right. Nobody showing any human dignity. Nobody care. Just following along, just get along, to go along, get along game. Won't call a spade a spade. What would happen if the people just said, I don't even want to say that because a lot of people feel like they're doing it already and nothing is being done. But y'all need to get off y'all behind and start moving. Y'all wait till the Republicans take control. Now y'all want to fight so hard when y'all had control. Y'all got the Republicans saying stuff like, y'all didn't do nothing when y'all had it. So I'm asking the question, are they lying? When y'all had control, what did y'all do? Now y'all had control. Y'all could have opened up the Epstein file way back then. But y'all was so fixated on showing DJT who the boss was and what he couldn't get away with, and he got away with everything. And he's still getting away with everything. Like y'all are just helpless. Like y'all just can't make nothing happen. This dude is running a mockery of our democracy. He's doing whatever he want to do. This is a businessman that came in and took presidency, knows nothing about the job, and he is running around all of you political science major people, been in politics for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. He don't care nothing about nothing. He has no respect for nothing. The Supreme Court, the lower court, he don't care. He do what he want to do. Y'all tell him he got a hearing, he need to show up, he don't show up. He said, I ain't going. What they gonna do about it? Then he put his 100 lawyers on you guys, y'all, and everything tied up in court for the next 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. It's a whole mess. Oh, yeah. Oh, that day is going to come, ADHD. You got that right. You got that right. That day is going to come. Absolutely. But I'm talking about the Democrats and the Republicans and how the Democrats had the power and they didn't use that power. They was too busy fighting, trying to impeach. They never overthrew him. He still completed his whole 4 years. From 2016 to 2020, he still completed that. Y'all did nothing but fight with him. But y'all should have been trying to pass some laws and stuff like that. Y'all never thought the people were going to vote him back in office again. Y'all thought y'all was rid of him once and for all. But see, you never know. So anyway, guys, I'm getting ready to end my live. Thank you guys for listening to me on my this evening editorial. I love talking to you guys. I didn't get a whole lot of feedback, but it's okay. It's okay. I just love to talk about it. So thank you guys for lending me your ear. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys take seriously about your vote. Your vote is everything. Your vote is everything. I hope you guys check on your registrations and make sure they're up to par. So when November comes around, which is 11 months, guys, everything will be in place because we know the person that's in charge do not play fair. Do not play fair. And if he had it his way, you talking about you don't want to vote, you're not going to be allowed to vote. Something that somebody died for, you're not going to even be allowed to use that vote anymore. They're trying to throw out all of that. They're taking all the civil rights laws that was passed. They're checking everything. And while y'all sitting on your hand twiddling your thumb, they're taking away your right to vote. You're not going to be able to vote. They already started. When he said if you ain't voted in 2 to 3 years, get rid of all of the voters that have not voted in 2 to 3 years. Get rid of that. Get rid of all of them. Do you know there had to be over millions of voters that have not voted? Trump got to throw all those votes out. He gets away with whatever he wants. He gets away with everything. He got dirt on everybody. I don't know what to call him, a shrewd businessman, but in a way he's a genius, but he's an idiot at the same time, if I can say that. He's very smart because he get away with everything, so he can't be too dumb. Don't many people challenge him. Don't many people challenge him. You're just like, what is going on? It's like the last days when the devil come and take over and he fooled all the people. But it's not an illusion. We see what is happening. It's right in front of us. Everything he did and everything he do from 2016 to now, he do it right in your face. He's doing it right in your face. And nothing is being done about it. The people that's in Washington, D.C., they don't lost their fight. They don't have no more fight in them. They so old. 70, 80. When you get 70, 80 years old, the only thing you want to do is go relax. You don't want to fight. And I'm speaking from experience. I don't want to fight with nobody. I don't did all of that when I was in my 20s and 30s and 40s. And I had some fight in me in my 50s. But 60, 70, and 80, I don't want to fight. But they want that paycheck. I think they get like $150,000 a year. Somewhere in that range from $100,000 to $150,000 a year. Those people in Washington, D.C., that's why they don't want to leave. But they are too old for those positions. They are. Old people are short. They don't have patience anymore. They all on medication. They got early dementia, Alzheimer's, all of that. They're trying to cover it up and hide it. Don't want nobody to know they don't got too old for those jobs. We got a lady up there. I think her name is Susan. She's a Republican. She shakes like this. That lady knows she ain't got no business up there still. She need to be with her family. Shaking like a leaf. She always be the last one to vote, and everybody be counting on her to do the right thing, and she go right along with the Republicans every single time. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? I said, look at her. Everybody know what she's gonna do. She do the same thing every single time. Well, I'm still thinking about it. Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do right now. Yes, you do. You're gonna do what you always do. You're gonna vote with the Republicans like you always do. Why are you still in office, lady? Carrying on like that. You too old for that position. I'm glad Nancy had sense enough to step down, but it was kind of like forced. She was too old too. Mitch, what he still doing up there? This man standing in front of my idea. Well, on today, looking like a statue. Froze. Ain't saying nothing else. He like, just staring into the camera and talking. He about a 98 to 100. What he still doing in there? Why he still got that job? I'm sure some young person could use that job. We got people that go to school for political science all the time. When they gonna get their opportunity? All folks won't go nowhere. Just sitting in the way. I ain't doing that. Let me stop. Let me stop, y'all. Let me stop. I'm just sick of all of them. I'm sick of all of them. Why everybody's not more outraged about it? Why more people not more outraged with those 70? So 70 might be okay, but I'm going to go to 80. 75, 80, 90-year-old lawmakers. Why y'all not outraged that they still up there passing the law and passing bills and stuff? Why y'all not outraged? It should be new people in those positions. I told you guys, my views is that once they reach a certain age, like 60, they should be training somebody at that job. They should have a protege. They should have somebody, they should have an apprentice, somebody that they could teach that job to, everything that they know, everything that they learned along the way. Even though once we get a job after being trained, we're going to still put our touch on it, but still teach them, train them, show somebody. Hello, beautiful Les Rod. Girl, Granny try to go live every day. My views are down. I got to try to do a little something. It ain't going to be much, but every little bit help in my household. So anyway, guys, like I was saying, I thank you guys for lending your ear. Let me hear you guys. Thanks everybody that gave me a gift today. Y'all know I love you guys. I know it's tough for all of us, and I just appreciate the gifts. They're so beautiful, and it makes me smile, and I just love the gifts. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for hitting the like button for me when you come. Thank you guys for giving me an hour of your time every day. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. And that's it. That's it, guys. Thank you guys for participating with the poll. Thank you guys for giving me your opinion on the poll. So I'm just finna write good night in the chat, guys, and Granny gonna get in here and figure out what's gonna be for dinner tonight. As we get closer and closer to Christmas. Christmas is 14 days away, guys. 14 days away. It's gonna go by so fast. It's gonna go by so fast, guys. We're gonna be talking about Happy New Year. It's gonna be here before we know it. Gonna be here before we know it, guys. Tracy said, yes, I'm excited. Later, everybody. I think LaWanda said something. Liz Ross said, I catch the replay. ADHD said, I love you all. Les Rock is speaking to LaWanda. Tracy speaking to Les Rock. And LaWanda send love. Okay.